napalm, cause I'm coming in hot.
RX-8 looking all pretty right there. I got a kill switch I want to put in it. So the switch itself and a resistor. Have to see what that's about. And other materials I'll probably need is this crimper, hammer for the crimper, and some lugs. I already have an idea where I want to put it. In the center console armrest area, there's a little charging port. I want to put the kill switch there. I think that'd be a good location, being I have the power cable for the battery running through the center console. Come on, come on. There we go. See, that's it there, the bigger one to the right. This is a ground power cable. So I got the old charger out, and I went ahead and made me some marks so I could use the Dremel and cut that out. It's this piece here. It's roughly 2.5 inches by 3/4. So if I cut that out, this will be able to slip right in. Yeah. Got the cuts. That might be the shape I was going for. Oh, I got it. Need to drill some holes. I don't recall seeing hardware come for this, but I have some bolts and nuts. Yeah, starting like a nice little piece. I already know I'm gonna have issues with the little handle here. Probably gonna have to trim that down a little bit. I don't think it's gonna have a proper clearance as is. This is coming out nice. Now it's to put some lugs on the cables. Well, I'll probably have to mark where I want to cut them, pull them completely out. Yeah, where I could do it right here on the bench, and then install everything back where it goes. Could be wrong, but from what I can gather, this little resistor is for these prongs here to shut power off to the ECU or something like that. Anyway, my only power source is going to be disrupted by this, so I should be good. So I only got one main power cable that runs from the battery up front to a distribution block. Let's see the test fit. So I thought I would have to notch it because of clearance, but I don't. I would have to notch it because of this. It doesn't close all the way, and this is the position it would need to be on the run. Dang, if I really thought about it, with no clearance behind it is an issue too. I would have had to clock it some more. It would have probably been almost bottoming out here. I could cut this down a little bit or notch this. I think I might cut this down a little bit. Not an issue. Made a slight little change. I found a different one. Since I won't be using the prongs anyways, this one doesn't have it. And it's clocked different. Well, not really. I could have turned this one upside down and it would have worked for me too without having to notch the lid or cut some of this off. But this one's more simpler and that'll work for me. Yeah, that's gonna work. I'll make a mark where I want to make my incision. About right there. That'll give me enough slack to run up into the terminal. And I got a little more slack that runs to the front. I'll be able to pull this way. So this should work. The console and cables are out. I'll put some lugs on there and get it all back in. I have the wires made up and good to get this stuff back in the car. All right, it's somewhat in the process of getting the cables reran. This is where it goes to a distribution block. The interior is completely assembled again. I'll connect the battery and see how it does. Let's see how I did. I'm gonna put the key in and turn it to the on position. The car is currently locked off. Aha! We got power. And off. That works. So it does work the way I want it. There's just a power cutoff.